Welcome to Bucharest, a city of stark contrast and a profound past. This video takes a closer look at the legacy of Romania's former dictator, Nicolae Ceausescu, and the enduring marks he left on the urban landscape. His influence still resonates in the monumental architecture and expensive boulevards that define the city. Even decades after his fall, echoes of his rule persist in every corner of Bucharest. Join us as we explore the history, impact and lasting traces of his era.
Welcome to the beautiful historical city of Bucharest. So we are now a little from the city center in a place called Sector 1, and we got a lot of stuff and history to explore the city. But just look at the surroundings and all the beautiful communist, socialist buildings. We got some action in Bucharest. That's funny. It looks like a prison transport, or maybe a squad of SWAT officers going to a protest or something. We are going to Arc de Triomphe. It's actually a smaller version of the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. So that'll be interesting to see and learn the history, why they have built such a copy, or maybe the Arc in Paris is a copy. We'll find out. Okay, so we just stumbled across this beautiful building. Look at that. It seems very closed, but wow, it's beautiful. Wonder what it's meant for. And look, it's horrible to go with the traffic here in Bucharest. Look at that. They're just parked up, waiting for the lights. So the building behind us is some sort of museum also. It looks like a beautiful historical building. That's cool to see here in Bucharest. It's not just ugly communist buildings, which we actually find very nice and beautiful. Okay, so here in Bucharest, the construction sites are no joke. Look at all these things that you should be aware of and things that is needed when being in the site, and dangers, and I think more dangers. Let's check some of them out. You need to have some sort of suits. You need to have climbing equipment, a lot of other protection, both sunglasses, or some sort of protection glasses, and this sort of protection. And I don't know what that means. You have to flee the vehicles and the trucks. That's funny. And trash in the trash can. What else? Something you cannot throw on fire, no alcohol.
You cannot kill somebody with the...
yeah, with the excavator.
Yeah. And you can't...
You can't stand under, on, or at the back.
You can't run under a crane. You can do that twice. Only 5 kilometers an hour.
And what's that? No.
You can't throw anything in the sewer.
Yeah. And then we got all that you can have falling screws and bolts. You can stumble on the fucking side of the road. If that's the safety rules, we got 0 casualties and 0 injuries. I don't know if you can see it. We got the Russian embassy. A little bit controversial, but very beautiful building, and they got loads of police security, and I understand that. And it seems like it's just like a embassy road. You can see we got the Canadian embassy with the Ukrainian flag, although that building is a lot uglier than the Russian. But yeah, we're not going to be political here. Actually, at these videos we don't give a fuck, but we just conclude on our thoughts, and that building is a lot more ugly, and that has nothing to do with us liking Russia. because we don't necessarily do that. But a lot of interesting buildings. That might also be. Oh,
this is Social Democrat.
okay. So here we can be a little bit political, to be honest. We got the Social Democrats party house, and from what we have heard on media and in the past, the Social Democrats are quite corrupt in this country. I'm not sure. We've just read a lot about that. But they're also part of the government right now. Yeah, it's always interesting to look at these Eastern European countries because corruption is a big problem, and someone like these politicians from the Socialist Party are part of the problem. It's always sad when politicians steal money from the people. So here we got one more interesting building, a modern looking brick, and you can like it or not, but it certainly does not fit in this neighborhood with all the beautiful buildings. It's always super annoying when they destroy the city landscape with modern buildings that are supposed to be beautiful, but they're usually not very beautiful. I think we are more for the classic architecture.
Okay, so now we have arrived at, as you can see here, Arc de Triomphe, which was built in the 1920s, 21, 22, and it was built like as a celebration for the ending of World War I, but also as the coronation of King Ferdinand and his wife. So it's quite beautiful. It's inspired by the one in Paris, which you can clearly see, but it's really beautiful. It's massive.
We have walked almost all around this beautiful Arc de Triomphe, and we still haven't found any way to get into the middle, but we see people in there, so maybe we just chose the unlucky way around. Yeah, I think we can cross over there actually. So here in Bucharest we got some sort of road anarchy, so I think we just have to walk and see what happens. There's no system in this. Yeah, we survive. Beautiful. Now the question is whether we will ever get out of this. Yeah, those women were not happy for us, but what are we supposed to do? That fucking life never gets fucking green. Those have not yet been green, so it makes no sense at all.
So now we are on our way to Ceausescu's old house, and he was a communist dictator in the country of Romania from 65 to 89, where he ruled the country, and he has built a lot of enormous things. We're gonna see a few of them in this video, and now we are on our way to his private house.
Over here we got some sort of UN house, and apparently they have ordered some bulk food. That's surprising for the UN to order from bulk. I thought they were underpaid and all of that shit that the UN is fighting against. I don't know. But we're really in the rich neighborhood right now. And we're also nearing Ceausescu's old house. Got another embassy with some architecture that's not fitting in this in Bucharest. So this is the embassy of Kuwait. So a rich oil nation on the Arabian Peninsula. But just behind this building we got Ceausescu's house, and there were some buff guards over there. So that is the mansion of the Romanian leader, for many years dictator actually, Ceausescu. And it's not like this huge building like we saw that Ceausescu built in Bulgaria. But at least the building is actually finished. So now that we have presented the brutal dictator of Romania, we'll head to his palace and his communist roads in the center of the city. So we'll find the metro, I think it's over here somewhere, and we will go to that place. No ice cream. Well, then I must take a burger down here instead. So it's funny on these Romanian or the stations here in Bucharest, they are all missing the ceiling. It's a bit funny. Maybe the funds didn't go as far to make the ceilings, or maybe it's just a rustic looking metro station and a part of the design. Who knows? But it looks ridiculous and funny. I'm excited to see what we're getting up to now. So you already see the communist buildings. This is some sort of roundabout built at this communist street. But we got this beautiful golden M on top of this building and we can't resist. We gotta go there and get something to eat now. So that's first priority, and then we'll explore the old Ceausescu communist area. And we got a crazy man on a bike who was certainly not from this country. That's something we can relate to. Let's head in there. Oh, they nearly killed you. So let me follow you through a normal visit at McDonald's. So we're going to take the English, we're going to eat in, and we saw this interesting one, limited edition. We're gonna take that, and yeah, let's make it a meal. Large, medium, yeah, of course large. Those were good, but there are more calories in this one, so I take this. Cola, there's sugar of course. Let's add this to the order. I hope I can choose cola. Okay, so it's 69.5 lei. What a nice number. And people in Romania might think, oh shit, that's expensive, but this is not expensive. Where we come from, one menu is the same price as these two menus. So table service now, but we need to pick it up. So this is our food. Well, only half of our food. I have to do some fries. I still got this and this left. It's starting to get to be tough. The colas are easy, but I think we easily cross the 2,000 calorie mark here. So follow along as we eat this mukbang. You have never seen a mukbang by us before. We have to start with the fries, otherwise it'll be boring to eat later. So status on our mukbang. Finished with one burger. I got this wrap left. He's almost finished with both his burgers, and he got a little over a half price. I got the same, and I got a cola. I think he got a cola as well. Cola is easy. We finished our mukbang, and it's time to explore the city. So we have arrived to this huge fountain at the roundabout at the middle of this communist street. Look at all of these communist buildings. How beautiful. And look at this fucking fountain. It's amazing. Oh, we got water on us. So this communist street was also built by Ceausescu, and it was supposed to house all the officials and the party members and stuff like that. And it's 3 kilometers long. Actually, when building this huge communist boulevard, as you can see all around us here, they had to remove 7 square kilometers of the buildings in the old town to make space for this humongous project. A lot of people were put out of the house and had to reset it. So they were not really happy with Ceausescu. And what you see in the end here, the big building, is Ceausescu's palace. Let's walk over there. We're sitting here on Ceausescu's communist street. Got some cola, some gum, and I got this funny thing. It looks like vodka, but it's not really vodka. Yeah, it just smells like vodka. I can't taste if it's a very bad vodka or something else. It has a little bit of a different taste, I think, but it smells like vodka.
Yeah, it's not vodka.
I think
it tastes like vodka, but it doesn't have the alcohol percentage.
It's fine. It makes the journey a little funnier. We're basically at the Ceausescu Palace, right behind those trees. It's the second biggest administration building in the entire world. And it's the biggest one in Europe. The only building that's bigger in the world is the Pentagon in the US. So it got over 1,000 rooms. I think it's 1,100 or something, but only 400 of the rooms are actually furnished. The rest of them are completely empty, because Ceausescu didn't just build because he needed the space. No. It was to show his power and to scare the people of Romania to never go up against him. And now we're on the plaza where communist people probably have gathered in support for Ceausescu on his huge balcony up there. But it might also be here where some of the protesters has been screaming him down. And when he was put off power, he was picked up by a helicopter and flown away. However, he wasn't safe for long. He was executed a short time after he left power on live video. Another interesting fact about all this architecture you see, including the palace, is that it's highly inspired by North Korean socialistic architecture. So Ceausescu and Romania under his rule was one of the few allies that North Korea had. So he went on a visit with his wife to North Korea to get inspired by the powerful government over there, the dictator. And he took it with him home and built all of this. And to put a scale on how big this thing is, it's estimated that this thing weighs over 4 million tons. That's absolutely sick. And the estimated price today is around $4 billion. So we got a fire scooter. I wonder how much that helps. Pompieri, speed fire protections. I highly doubt that that is speedy and can go to a fire and extinguish it.
Okay, so as you can see right behind me, there is this huge church, and it's actually the second biggest Orthodox church in the world. So it's pretty amazing to see. As I said before, the Orthodox churches are so amazing, so beautiful architecture.
We're leaving Bucharest on the train now. So that was all for this exploring of Bucharest. It has been fun.